Wands, potions, royalty, true love, and a slew of classic Disney characters are all just a few things to love about the hit Disney TV movie franchise Descendants. But today, we're going beyond the vault to break down 10 dark secrets of Descendants Disney doesn't want you to know.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 10. It wasn't even supposed to be a musical. Of all the beloved things that make the Descendants franchise so special, most fans are often caught geeking out over the catchy bops. Of course, the films weren't originally intended to be musicals. Originally slated as an action-adventure and comedy all rolled into one, it wasn't until industry legend Kenny Ortega stepped in and pointed out the obvious. This film was begging to be a musical. Disney stepped in to help make it happen. Being that Ortega has an insane track record for choreography, he took over the helm of the film. This potion of Ortega and the big list of Disney stars leaves us with pure magic. The openings to both movies are beyond catchy and insanely fun. Rotten to the core? Ways to be wicked? Sure, the villain kids decide to be good at the end of the first movie, but they sure make the bad boy and bad girl types look good. Plus, they had a soulful duet between two girls, highlighting female friendship instead of pitting two girls against each other over a boy. Pretty original, and will definitely go down in the Disney Musical Hall of Fame. Number 9. Cameron Boyce had a body double.
It's amazing how much we've all learned and grown, but I definitely did not expect it to be this big.
Despite his big screen presence, Boyce was definitely the little guy on set. Born in 1999, the star was only 15 at the time of shooting and was legally obliged to leave the set early each day due to child labor laws. The film didn't have the time to wait and was forced to hire a body double to fill in during his absence. While body doubles are obviously not uncommon in the industry, it still comes as a shock that a decent portion of the film wasn't the star at all but a stand-in. Body doubles are often used for a number of reasons. They may be brought in for a stunt, or as in Boyce's case, to use time effectively. But this isn't the only surprise. Boyce had a whopping 5 more body doubles. These include a double for stunts, dancing, and 2 picture doubles. Pretty remarkable to think anyone could look like the freckled boy, and while none of their faces actually appear on screen, it's rumored that they all had his trademark freckles to boot. Number 8. Cameron Boyce dyed his hair.
So we took this wig and we had to slick it back.
Many big-time Descendants fans have speculated whether the teen sensation was in a wig. While his co-stars Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson took forever to adjust their wildly vibrant colored wigs, Boyce actually bleached his natural dark hair a shade of platinum blonde in order to get into the role of troublemaker Carlos, the dog-fearing son of Cruella de Vil. And even though he might have spent less time without the wig, it wasn't exactly easy work either. In total, the bleaching process took 6 hours in a salon chair, and the upkeep was quite a pain in the butt too. Platinum blonde is finicky hair dye to keep in check. Not to mention, that kind of bleaching can cause damage to your actual hair and scalp. So you gotta give the youngsters prop for his dedication. In the end, Boyce did have to switch over to wigs for the sequels. He even revealed that they used the same fluffy wig used in Descendants 2, but they slicked his hair back with gel to achieve his original Descendants 1 look. Number 7. Sophia Carson had no idea it became a musical. Sophia Carson plays such a massive role in the film, and even she didn't know that it had become a musical until surprisingly late. While Disney had tried to keep this under wraps, it's been leaked that she didn't find out until her agent called her 2 weeks before principal photography was to begin. It's problematic because Sophia had actually auditioned under the impression it was a non-musical movie. Besides, one song called Bad to the Bone, which would evolve into the hit we all love, Rotten to the Core.
They say I'm trouble, they say I'm bad.
But being the incredible Disney star she is, she already had some wicked skills, singing and dancing. She claims she wasn't thrown off by the news whatsoever, and was even excited for the sudden change, since it would give her a chance to show off her singing skills. Just to mix up the drama even further, BOOBOO Stewart claimed in the same interview that he was alerted to the change up to an entire month in advance. He had even started taking singing and dancing lessons prior to shooting as a refresher to his own rusty skills. How the production team was able to pull things together is a mystery and, frankly, a Disney miracle. Number 6. BOOBOO Stewart auditioned for Prince Ben first. Little awkwardness on the set of Descendants when it was revealed that BOOBOO Stewart was originally gunned for the role of Prince Ben. Mitchell Hope stole that performance and nailed it as the endearingly awkward yet perfectly charming prince. While these kinds of things aren't unheard of, it can be a bit difficult to get turned down in your initial reading. Imagine Descendants with Stewart as the primary love interest instead. Maybe he'd have those long locks of his pulled up into a royal bun. Maybe it's best not to imagine that. After all, the creative team didn't want a dancer for the role of Ben in order to bring out a more vulnerable element to his character. At the end of the day, we definitely don't want to miss out on Mitchell's funny moves in Did I Mention? Number 5. Sophia CARON went to audition for Audrey.
If you put in the work and you believe in yourself and you just never, ever, ever, ever give up, what is meant to be will truly be.
Another cast member who landed a different role than was originally expected. The star initially read for Prince Ben's girlfriend, Audrey, and daughter of Princess Aurora and Prince Philip.
Well, when I read the script, it was after a couple months of having auditioned. I had auditioned originally for the part of Audrey, which is Prince Ben's girlfriend, and I didn't get the part.
While Sophia was pretty crushed about missing this role and was left on the edge of her seat throughout the 3 to 4 month process, she felt very fortunate to snag the role of Evie instead. And besides, Sarah Jeffrey was absolutely perfect as Audrey. But we can't help but imagine how things might have shaped up had the roles been reversed. Evie appears kinda ditzy at the beginning of The Descendants, but that's only because she's been listening to her mother, the evil queen, who instructs her to focus on bagging a royal marriage. But as the plot progresses, Evie gets fierce. She asserts herself and might even come off just a tad snobbish when she dismisses Mal's concerns at the start of the sequel. It's not out of this world to imagine Carson summoning that side of Evie and amplifying it for her imaginary portrayal of Audrey. Number 4. Chillin' Like a Villain and the Typhoon. That's right, dyed hair, failed auditions, and genre changes weren't the only difficulty getting in the way of The Descendants' inevitable smash success. During the filming of the hit number Chillin' Like a Villain, an actual typhoon started up.
Everybody's got a wicked side.
Quick explanation, a typhoon is basically a hurricane or tropical cyclone, but a different term because of regional differences. While filming in an operating factory in Vancouver, there were a number of different weather challenges. But of course, it wasn't just background noise issues on the cast's mind. The crew had to keep everyone calm and remind them to keep chillin' like villains as they were safe where they were. While it's probably hard to tell how bad it's raining, as the gang's distracted by nailing their choreography, there was in fact a full-blown typhoon outside. Number 3. Mal and Maleficent are actual besties.
I was once like you, my child, slightly insecure. Argued with my mother too, thought I was mature.
Okay, so maybe not in the movie, that much is sure. But off-screen, these co-stars have the sweetest, most loving relationship out of anyone. Dove Cameron has idolized her screen mom Kristen Chenoweth since she was less than 7 years old.
When I was only 7 years old, she was like my idol in a way that nobody else was.
And come on, who doesn't? Chenoweth is a straight-up theater and screen vet with a number of big-name films and other projects under her belt. She's been in Broadway shows such as You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and Promises, Promises. She's also all up in Pushing Daisies and April in Glee.
I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay.
Basically, Dove has a lot to look up to and sees her as a close mentor, and amazingly enough, her affection isn't one-sided. Number 2. Crazy Wardrobe.
Hi, this is CARON, costume designer for Descendants 2.
After the first film, costume designer CARON immediately decided she would be pushing any boundaries in the sequel as far as she possibly could. And she did just that. Being that these films have elaborate fairy tale settings means the outfits are pretty insane. You've got to give it up for Uma's badass pirate queen look and Evie's various sensational looks. But don't forget that Descendants is a huge movie. By the end of shooting, the wardrobe crew ended up getting more than 1,500 costumes custom made, and all of them were made by hand. One dress took up just about as much fabric as the Statue of Liberty is tall. That's a lot of hard work, and not a lot of people realize the time and effort that goes into the wardrobe department. Number 1. All the actresses wear the same shoe size. You know how they say the shoe fits? Well, guess all the actresses on The Descendants 2 were magically meant to be there. Every single one of them had the exact same shoe size. While the wardrobe department had quite the task ahead of them, they didn't have to worry too much about the shoes. Carson revealed that they even swapped one another's shoes from time to time. That's pretty much sisterhood right there. It's obvious that the cast of The Descendants has gotten very close over all these years, and being able to pull from an even larger selection of shoes was just one little perk on the journey to completing these films. After all, who doesn't like a good old dress-up session with their closest friends trying on one another's clothing? Descendants is one of the best-known films of Disney's new TV movies. Fans have been going crazy over it for years, and can now even enjoy the spin-off TV series. But you never really know what's going on behind the curtain until you take a look. We hope you enjoyed 10 Dark Secrets of the Descendants Disney doesn't want you to know. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. We hope to see you again soon.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.